So the way that I view shameful parenting is similar to how people used to train dogs, which is like rubbing their face in the poop, because the idea is that if I make you feel like crap enough, you'll want to avoid those negative feelings and do better in the future. For example, if a child just spills their drink and you start yelling at them and being like, why would you do that? Why did you do that? Obviously, it was an accident. So they're going to not see themselves separate from the action. They're going to think, well, I must be a bad person because I could not prevent that accident from happening. But the worst one is shaming them for their emotions, because those are things you obviously can't really control. So for example, if they're crying because they dropped their ice cream and you're like, get over it, it's not a big deal. They're dealing with the same feelings that a grown-up would be feeling, but with less tools to handle them. If you as a grown-up saw your brand new car getting totaled in front of you, you would be devastated and crushed, and you would understand why you're feeling all of those emotions. However, when it comes to a child, we minimize that. And the way that I see crying is similar to bleeding, which is a response that your body does, and nobody would shame somebody for bleeding if they get cut and being like, you're bleeding, like man up, what's wrong with you? And crying is just a response to overwhelming feelings, and it's very similar to that. And we definitely don't want to shame kids for having emotions, because then they'll learn to repress them and they'll feel shameful for even having emotions and feelings. And all of this will totally screw them up in the future.